Hi everyone and welcome. It's library review time. Today, Nordic Spheres by Sonuscore. Let's dive in. Okay, so I'm slowly starting to speak again to not rip you out too hard when listening to these sounds from Nordic Spheres here. So we've just listened to a bunch of presets that I think sound pretty amazing. I didn't do that much besides moving the mod wheel once in a while. And now let's head into the interface and see what's going on there. So let's go with the first patch here. Sorry, my Swedish isn't the best. It's the Swedish. Gullnir Sölar Geisler. I hope that was right. Okay, so let's check out the main view here. We see 4 slots where we can load stuff into. And if I open the first one, we can pick from categories such as tonal effects, non-tonal effects, and percussive. And the same goes on for the second slot. We have the same categories, but for the lower 2, we have hits, particles, and sustains. So you can always come up with some cool custom stuff that you can create out of these patches here. Let's hop over to the pan tab here, and now you can see a pan engine. So we have a pan engine, and as far as I understand, when you just hit this button here and this button, it basically means that pan engine 1 takes care of the first, and let's assume this is the second and the third slot, and the 4th slot, and then we can also say pan engine 2 takes care of the second and the 3rd slot. So you can see that if I click this button, this turns off, so can always only use one pan engine for each of the slots at a time. So I changed a few of these settings here. I set it to 16th notes here and just kind of like let it become more intense towards the end, and then we have another 8th note setting here, and it just becomes a little bit less intense. So let's see how this sounds. So you basically can come up with a lot of cool pan experiments and ideas. So let's take a look at the mix tab over here, and there's a really cool feature that is happening inside this area for each of these patches here. So this controls basically the volume of the delay that you can set here. And what is cool, that if I move the mod wheel, for example, nothing happens right now. So you have to turn on this motion button here, and then you can see that the volume of the delay is being controlled by CC1, by my mod wheel. And of course, now we can turn on this motion button for each of these patches that we selected over here in the main tab. And when I do this and move the mod wheel, you also see that these are moving with different values, and you can decide whatever you want here on this field. So this moves right now from, let's say, 11% till 46, and then it moves like this, while the other one moving from 0 to completely 100, this one 20 to 75, and this 53 to 79, whatever. I just put in some values. Now, in relation with the pan settings, let's play around with this, how this sounds. And now there's another cool feature here that you can tick this little button and basically it inverts the mod wheel. So what happens here is when I move my mod wheel, you can see, let's raise this a little bit more to make it more obvious. You can see that this one here is moving down while the other one is moving up. You can also invert it again, put it like this, and then you can see that this one is going up when I move the mod wheel up, and this one goes up when I move the mod wheel down. So let's listen to what happens here. So just a little advice from someone who's working for video games for around 17 years now. What is the top #1 feedback request from audio directors, especially when you have to work with synth sounds? Right. It doesn't sound organic enough. And additionally, in my opinion, it's very difficult when the sounds have to be cold or icy. Problem solved. Okay, so I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for checking it out. And don't forget to take a look at the video description below and make sure to check out Sonuscore's Nordic spheres. On another note, maybe you are also interested in my Infinity Pass. You can also find more information down in the video description. Now let's check out another patch. I already say thanks so much again for checking out this video and see you soon.